What's up, guys? It's McNulty here. Welcome back to the channel and welcome back to the Astral Summon, where we have a brand new Astral Elf to entertain us with. And this hero is going to be a decent one, I believe. So we are going to have a look at our new featured Astral Elf, which is Cosmicspeaker. Looking kind of average, to be fair, but it remains to be seen whether or not she's good. And then she's featured alongside Melody Muse, who I had a bit of a problem with, I'll admit. She's not the greatest of the Astral Elves, but I think I gave her a bit of a hard bargain because she is still a decent hero. She's got a good health boost, and the immunity to new status elements is cool. But we are here to talk about our newest Astral Elf, so we will dive right in now and focus on the Cosmicspeaker. So obviously we've got an ice hero over here, and she is of the wizard class, so that gives her the chance to jinx, deal extra damage depending on buffs the enemy have. She is part of the Astral Elves, so of course she gets that nice little bonus where she gets a chance to dispel a random dispellable status effect buff from any enemy that deals special skill damage to the character. She also gets the Astral passives where she resists poison, and she also gets the secondary passive where she shares 20% of any damage she received with all of the other allies. So all of those things are pretty decent, but they don't make these Astral Elves the pinnacle that they are. I mean, probably the passive, the shared received damage passive is, really decent, but the other parts of their special skill are where they normally shine. Now I can see that she does benefit from the attack up ether talent, which is a decent one. And in terms of the stats, we're looking at the max power there. So if we switch it off, really good balanced stats across the board. 1170 on attack, 1130 on defense, and 1829 on the health. So all around, really, really good stats, pretty decent family bonus, and a very good passive. Now, in terms of what she's actually doing, the special skill is called Constellation Crush. And she is running at average speed. So this is where they shine. So her special skill never misses its targets. Super useful for the Astral Elves against heroes that do dodge, against heroes that just want you to miss and then they punish you for missing. With the Astral Elves, you don't get that problem. And that is a big factor for pretty much all of them. And as I've said before, with Tamitomo and other heroes that don't miss, their value is definitely increasing. I mean, even Russell, the old hero of the month, now has a bit more usability. I'm thinking of bringing him off the bench because of some of these dodge heroes that we've got out at the moment. So that is decent. She will then deal 350% damage to all enemies. So that is a solid hit. At average speed, 350 damage to all is very high, actually. I'm thinking most of the hit 3 heroes at average speed will be, even the newer ones, we're going to like 390 for someone like Medea. I would put she's fast speed. We get up to 400, maybe 425 is an absolute maximum. But 350% damage to all enemies is a solid hit. She will then dispel buffs from all enemies at the end of each turn for 4 turns and cleanse status ailments from all allies at the end of each turn for 4 turns. So, okay, this is cool. I mean, it's kind of like Francine, except Francine only gets the cleanse for 3 turns. But this is a cleanse and a dispel happening every single turn for the following 4 turns. So I'm thinking right away this hero is going to be super frustrating to deal with on defense. Because if you're trying to use ailments, they're just going to get cleansed off every single turn. So you're going to have to wait out that 4 turns. Yes, you can actually take away the effect. So you have to have a dispel to take away that effect. It's not an undispellable effect. But then she also has that cleanse. So it is a buff that she's actually putting on herself. And it seems like there should be an ailment that's going on the opposition team as well, because that's then dispelling buffs from all enemies. It'd be super interesting to see how this actually works, because I think she's got to have a buff on herself, which is cleansing the ailments from herself, and she's got to have an ailment on the enemies, which is then dispelling. So that might well mean that you would need both a cleanse and a dispel to be able to get rid of this effect, which makes it even harder to get rid of that effect. As it is, though, on defense, it's going to be super duper frustrating having to think about how you're going to just use upfront damage, because if you put a defense down, say, for example, and your other hitter's not ready to go, she is going to cleanse that off right away before the next turn. And if you've got buffs on your team which are making you hit harder, things like that, then she's going to just dispel that off before you're able to take advantage of it every turn. So that is frustrating. Where I think you will get the benefit against these kind of heroes, or this hero in specific, is going to be with counters in the Goblins family, because there's no effect that's dispelling the Wither or the Growth effect. So you can kind of work around it, but then you're having to use very sort of rare or hard to come by heroes to be able to counter this effect. And that, I think, means that she's pretty good. I mean, she's definitely a step above a lot of other heroes, especially on defense. Now, on offense, you get more control with this effect. So it's just going to be like a team-wide protection. And I think the nicest thing about this for me as well is that with this hero, you can bring her as a damage dealer alongside a healer that doesn't necessarily have an additional cleanse or dispel, because she will take care of that for you. Yeah, you're going to get one turn of the effect, which is kind of shitty, but at the end of the day, it's a small price to pay to be able to have that any healer that just gives a massive health boost. I'm thinking of Chloris, actually, would be a good example, because she doesn't have any sort of cleanse or dispel attached to her heal, but you want that nice meaty boosted health that she gives, and putting her alongside this hero could really give you that. Also, for other heroes in the same element, you've got heroes like at the 4-star level, like the second costume for Kirill with a nice little health boost. He can be your healer then in the team. In the same element probably is going to be good. Do I like this hero? Hell yeah, I like this hero. I think she's going to be awesome. I think that she's probably going to be awesome on both, like I said, offense and defense. I think more defensively, she's going to be super frustrating, but that 350% damage on offense can definitely come in clutch. So yeah, pop her alongside a nice defense down hero, or somebody like Costume Perseus, for example, and you're just going to be able to pretty much destroy an entire team. So yeah, this is a great hero. Pretty straightforward and very average looking. I mean, the looks actually go hand in hand with the special, because there's nothing super duper OP or weird about this special. It's just a good skill that works very well with itself. So yeah, I really like this hero. And that's pretty much all I've got to say about her. We've already looked over the ether talent. Stats are great. We know the family bonuses. Everything else is really good. So let me know in the comments what you guys think of this hero, Cosmicspeaker. And also, obviously, if you do manage to pull her from the portal, I'd be really interested to see how she performs. But I think she is going to be a decent one. So you cannot really go too far wrong in the Astral Elf summon. Only downside here is that the odds are pretty low. So it's a 0.5% chance for a legendary event and 0.4% for the featured. So only 0.9% of a chance that you'll get one. But then for each summoned legendary Astral Elf, you get another one as a bonus. So that is kind of the caveat in here, is that you do get the 2x summon on this one. So yeah, that's pretty much everything I've got to say on Cosmicspeaker. Drop us a like and subscribe to the channel if you're not subscribed already. And until the next time, I'll see you all again soon. Bye for now.